that's not what we're supposed to be playing. Sorry, Spotify was open. I apologize. Anyway, let's start the show. Please remember, the views and opinions expressed by this show or any other show on DV Radio and its guests are strictly those of said individuals and do not reflect those of the DV Radio staff nor the staff of Dysfunctional Veterans.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Strap yourself in,
Because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
attention everyone.
You're tuned in live.
DV Radio.
Online and on the go on your mobile device.
Listeners' discretion is advised.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to
Hey, you're listening to DV Radio with the old guy. I see Bo, who never leaves his couch for some reason. Google and Recoil, and I don't know where Marquis at.
I was going to say he probably went to Kruger.
The little garlic sauce is delicious. You alt-right neo-Nazi bastards better stop it right now.
If you use the cheap sauce, it don't taste good.
It tastes like ass.
And I've got an important message.
Joe Junkie and Carrie Crack are perfectly fine for Tombstone.
Well, Carrie Crack is perfectly fine. She's in New Zealand. I would have sex with Brad Pitt.
How can you even read that with a straight face? Well, I've heard that many like short and tuna can girth, so I'm winning in that round apparently.
You're tuned in to WDVR on DVRadio.net or by searching DV Radio on your TuneIn app on your favorite mobile device.
Because this is how it is on DV Radio.
That is how it is right here on Barracks Talk Live. TVRadio.net, WDVR. It is July 14th, 2018. I got a fucking puppy who's trying to get outside the door. I'm Boner Wood. We got Marquis Davis, Recoil, Google. DV6 isn't here, and we'll tell you why later on. I'm sorry that I pressed spacebar with my Spotify up. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
I just wish
Doing good.
I just wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Don't you, though? Don't you? Don't you wish you were an Oscar Mayer wiener? I hope we don't get copyright flagged for that one. Cause that, you know what, Oscar Mayer? If you'll pay us, we'll play that song every week until the money runs out. That's what we'll do. Where's Marquis? Where did Marquis go?
He left.
He
got
left.
scared. He didn't want to do the farm update for me.
You figured the pre-show was enough.
He said my fucking phone died.
Sure. Sure, your phone died.
How the fuck did you text it?
Exactly. Plus, he was completely blindsided by his phone dying, right? Yeah, if only they would put a meter on your phone that would show you how much battery life you had.
Right?
That's so funny.
Hey, before we get too far into the show, I want to give a shout out to Todd with his DV Radio donation this past month. He's a civil servant, forward deployed, and he is not a vet. He wanted us to make sure to make that clear. But thank you for your support and your donation. And if you want to donate to DV Radio to keep things going here at DV Radio, from all the shows, software, equipment, stuff like that, go over to dvradio.net, scroll down to the bottom, press the blue Donate Now button. You can donate once or make it a recurring donation, however you see fit. And we use it for DV Radio. That's it. That's all it gets used for. But anyway, how was your farm update coming along there, Google, since Marquis left?
I know, right? Fucking asshole. Well, I told him to mention, and he probably got scared. He don't want to talk about it. But so our baby ducks are they're all white. So they're like our little white ducks, and they've been in the pond. And since they've been in the pond, they keep kicking the black ducks out. And when the black ducks leave the pond, what's it called? The two brown ducks and the yellow duck leave also.
I wish Marquis was here. I wish Marquis was here so we could sort of take on the discussion we did in the pre-show. Because if it's just us three, we would sound racist as fuck. But if Marquis started it, we wouldn't be racist. It'd be okay. See,
I know.
That's the dilemma we have here at DV Radio. That's why we have a black man on our station. Gotta meet that quota.
Man. Oh, man. We also today we found out that we have a hornet's nest, and DV6 is apparently allergic to them. So that was fun and exciting. It's why he's not here.
Well,
he's not here.
I do have to
tell him to change his socks, drink water, and come on the show.
Yeah, and you know, Google, I've told Six, this dog, I'm going to muzzle his ass in the ground. Holy shit.
Oh, I thought that was the dogs out hunting for Marquis.
Can you guys hear me?
Well,
they found him.
That's what it was. The coon dogs was letting us know that they found Marquis.
That's good. That was good timing, Marquis.
Yeah, I assume so. Have we talked about the racist ducks yet?
That we were actually
we couldn't because we didn't.
We didn't want to be racist without you.
So the alt-right Trump ducks have ostracized the black, Mexican, and
Trump ducks
and Asian ducks from the pond. Apparently,
fucking steel prices are going up because of those ducks.
Damn right.
Oh man!
Holy fuck! But
occasionally they get along. Like the white ones will allow the others into the pond, and they just stay on separate sides.
Will allow. Sounds like 1950 segregation.
And they just stay on opposite sides of the pond.
Hey boy, if you want that bread, boy, you got to come over here and do something special, boy.
But then the problem is that the white ducks are on the far end of the pond.
Quack for me.
To get out of the pond easily is where the black ducks are. So the white ducks have to make them move in order to get out.
Because of the hood to get out of the pond.
Don't worry, they're going to eventually come and buy up that property. They called it, what do they call it when they come buy up all the black property? What is that word?
Well, we're not selling, so. Yeah.
We're not selling.
What I was going to say, though, was some people have been wondering about a medical update for DV6, since I didn't even give details as to why he wouldn't be on tonight, Google. So do you want to give a little medical update about that?
Yes. So, Six encountered a hornet outside today and got stung. And he didn't think of anything of it, so he put some cortisone cream on it, and then he kept working for like another, for like another, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour, which really helped set in the venom and shit. And then we rushed him to the ER. He tried to get me to take him to the VA, the one that's an hour from here. He's like having trouble breathing and he's starting to swell and shit. He's like, take me to the VA. I'm like, no, I'm taking you to the closest ER, fucker. So they gave him, so then at the ER, they gave him, some epinephrine. And as their standard protocol, when they give epinephrine, they also do like Benadryl and antihistamine and shit. And so he started feeling better with the epinephrine. Then they gave him the Benadryl after they said, are you allergic to any medications? And we said no. They gave him the Benadryl, and apparently he's allergic to that.
See, I thought he learned his lesson the last time he was sick, and he tried to cure it with Benadryl, and the doctor was like, no more Benadryl for you. Apparently, that
was years ago.
Yeah, we might have changed the formula or something.
Yeah, they totally did.
It's not something like we didn't think that he was allergic to it. He just kind of
he told me himself.
Well, I hope you got to enjoy that $17,000 epinephrine bill.
Right?
I know the VA will pay for it. Don't worry.
Six told me himself though he almost died from Benadryl the last time he took it, and now I'm not allergic to anything. Here comes Benadryl. Here comes Benadryl.
I'd rather pay for epinephrine from somebody that's allergic to bee stings than pay for Narcan for a junkie that chooses to fucking kill themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, I have.
Have you ever had Narcan?
Fuck no, I've never had Narcan. I've never.
Well, you don't know what you're talking about, then, buddy.
Right.
You ever been to a narc?
Missing.
You ever been to a narc party? Yeah, this is what I thought.
Oh man!
Can't believe they had Narcan parties, man. Like, what the fuck?
So they gave him some meds and shit.
Just so you know, the black ducks and the Mexican ducks sent those bees to 6. If
now
you can't take out,
now they're all sitting at the far end of the pond enjoying the Narcan.
If you can't take out the white ducks, you take out the white duck owner.
You got to go for the massa in the big house.
Oh man!
The dish
Too funny.
was one of them Hornets Django. Is that where we're going here?
No. But yeah. I mean, Bo did say, 6 has been trying to get out of doing the radio show for a while now, but
right? He goes and tries to die. Like, I was like, all he had to do was say, I don't want to do this show tonight. Okay, go lay down. Go sob. No, I gotta go get stung by a bee, let everybody think that I'm almost dead with my heartbeat below 20, and then they'll let me go. It'll be okay. What the fuck?
Yeah, right?
Shit.
I mean,
everybody,
it was kind of scary. It's like,
oh, everybody was scared when I got my appendix out. Yeah. Everybody's like, oh my God, is 6 okay? He got stung by a bee.
well, we didn't. Wait, did we put a post that you got your appendix out? I know we mentioned it, on the air and shit.
No, I'm talking about in chat. Like, even Recoil calls me, is 6 okay? I was like, who is this 6 man? Who's this guy? I don't know the 6 of which you speak about. Is it 6 o'clock? Is that what you mean? Are we having an evening dinner, a rendezvous at 6? No. We were actually genuinely worried. Of course, we tried to keep him laughing and keep Google. Apparently, he was out this entire time. I'm not gonna lie. She got the best pictures ever. He probably will lose his shit when he goes through radio chat.
He already saw them.
He looked like
he saw them on the way home because he was trying to catch up on what he missed.
Wait till he sees Alpaca Lady.
So I got to tell him about this one. You all know the Chiquita Banana Girl. Swear to God, Google sends a fucking picture of 6 knocked the fuck out with this fruit basket on top of his head, filtered kind of thing. Looked just like Chiquita Girl Banana thing, and I was like, oh my God. Like, we got a new fucking advertiser for bananas now. DV6.
Tree Hugger wants to know if we should start a GoFundMe to get 6 and epinephrine.
Why not? They started a crowdfunder GoFundMe or some shit to send bags of dicks to the fucking Congress.
Wait. That's not the best GoFundMe that I've seen lately. There is a GoFundMe to make that Kylie Jenner bitch rich.
Don't start this.
I'm not joking.
Let's move on.
I wish I was joking. That's how great these GoFundMes have gotten. Let's make some rich bitch even richer.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Exactly.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. Other than DV6 and racist ducks, what else has happened at the farm this week that you can tell us all about?
Well, the alpacas created a GoFundMe.
Not much. We're still working on getting the Quonset hut up, and once that happens, it'll be better. We'll get some stalls, and
I did see some pictures during 4th of July. It looked like it was coming along good. I don't know how much of it was up then. It looked like it was about a quarter of the way, maybe halfway with the actual structure, not the outside, but the structure itself was being put together. It looked like it was pretty far along. I think it was the 4th, yeah.
Yeah, I think they have the actual structure done. It's just getting the outside done and shit.
Right. Yeah, it'll be a nice place to house everything until we finally break ground on that fucking barn. Those goddamn asshole Amish won't come and do it. Recoil, you need to talk to your Amish family.
God.
Just because I live in Pennsylvania.
Well, me and Marquis get the Southern
man.
jokes. Me and Marquis get the Southern jokes. We got to do the Amish jokes with you. So.
Great.
Oh my god.
Funny.
I'll get one of you guys to come up and you can talk real slow to them.
Oh my
Right?
god, I've actually met some Amish folk, and Recoil's not joking. Those are the slowest talkers. Even when they're pissed off, it's still like, I will rain hell upon you within, like, by the time you're already dead, they tell you how you're going to fucking die, but by that time you're already fucking dust anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
But they don't believe in war and fighting. That's their whole reason that they don't pay taxes.
Yeah. I wish I could not
'Cause they don't
believe
wanna
in
support the
shit, so
military.
I wish I didn't have to pay taxes.
Right? Yeah, I supported the military. I fucking joined it, so why do I gotta pay taxes?
Exactly. That has like mystified me all these years. I found out exactly what you said about the Amish, and then I'm like, so why do people who join the military still pay taxes? Because that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But
What's really amazing is they make you pay taxes while you're active duty. I mean, unless
Yeah.
you're deployed into a combat zone, that's tax free. But like,
well, you know why it's tax
active duty
free, right?
military personnel pay taxes to the same government that writes their fucking paycheck.
Yeah, but it's tax-free because you're not getting paid much anyway. You could get paid more flipping fucking burgers at McDonald's. I done the math when I got deployed. I could have fucking got paid more flipping fucking burgers at McDonald's. So.
We're paying you $4.25 an hour, and we're taxing you 23% on that.
Exactly. No joke. Someone asked me of how that calculated. I was like, do the math on what I'm getting paid at McDonald's. Or was getting paid. I was like, now do the math on what I got paid while I was deployed for 10 months. The math doesn't add up. I should have got paid more tax-free. Nope, sure didn't. Not even fucking close.
Oh, man.
I was making more at 16 working at McDonald's than some people have working, mills all their life. And I'm like, I bust my ass and I'm making more than a 30-year-old. But then it wasn't much still either, But then I get deployed to Iraq and I'm like, God damn, I'm working my ass off and not getting paid shit. Like,
Right?
Yep.
He's like, the only people who are letting me kill are my own guys.
Right?
God.
I'll never forget when we were in NTC and we had Op 4 fucking raid us. And it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's pitch fucking black in the middle of the desert. And I had to go pick up our first sergeant. So I get in the Humvee and I can't see shit because it's dark near the tents and we didn't have but like 2 floodlights up. So I go from the back line where the Humvee is and I hear something go. I said, what the fuck was that? So I just kept going. The next day, one of the antennas had like been fucking demolished. Like, completely fucking demolished. The big, tall-ass ones that gets out pretty much everywhere? Yeah, apparently that was me. And that was what I heard go up under the Humvee tire. I'm so glad nobody found out it was me, but I was like, why do you have a fiberglass antenna in the middle of the fucking dirt where there's no lights around it? And then they had no fucking, the guide wires? They didn't have a fence with the guide wires around it. They just had the guide wires in the ground. So it was impossible to see. They had none of that white fucking tape flapping in the wind. Couldn't see that. I'm like, great. I demolished a $100,000 or more fucking antenna with a fucking Humvee while I was picking up top.
Well, it's called
wonderful.
an OE254, and they are supposed to use white tape and also glow sticks to mark the wiring.
That thing.
And they actually cost around $50,000. I had about 4 of them assigned to me.
Okay.
So
I'm estimating here. I rounded up. It's okay. It's made of fucking fiberglass. It might as well be $100,000. Oh my god. Anyway,
you messed up the entire communications for the entire mission for the entire fucking month.
Well, you know what? I busted the Op 4 and have made them scramble that night to come and fucking raid us at 2 or 3 in the morning. So I actually canceled them both out. Anyway, oh my god, it is 20 after 9. Marquis, what was your show about? I know you said something about Colts,
Yes.
Colt 45s
Yes.
and 2 zigzags.
No, Colts.
Colts.
Religious cults. That was the first half of the show with religious cults. We talked about those. Well, we talked about Heaven's Gate. We talked about the Yahweh Ben Yahweh cult, the House of Yahweh. We talked about Jim Jones a little bit. And then the second portion of the show, we talked about what did you clean your throat for?
I just had to because I didn't want to cough, and I didn't feel like muting.
She had the distinct taste of Kool-Aid in the back of her throat.
I know, with cyanide. Right?
Damn comics.
A nice tang of cyanide. It'll put you in the Jim Jones.
Gives it that little extra kick.
That must be where Tang came from, Marquis. That tang of cyanide.
A tang of cyanide. And then we discussed in the second portion of the show some interesting EMT first responder stories. One of them was a deer went headfirst into a car. A guy hit it and killed the guy with his antlers before it died from eventually bleeding out. That was what the Marquis Dirty 30 was about this week.
Remember back in the day when Colts actually killed themselves and the government didn't have to set their houses on fire?
Yeah, we didn't have to work. We just sat here and laughed. I'm like, look at those dumbasses.
Man, television special on that, right? Waco, Texas.
Oh my god. Fucking retards.
Well, that's some fucked up shit right there.
When Marquis brought up Heaven's Gate when I was listening to his show today, before we done the post and all, he brought up Heaven's Gate, and in my mind I was like, oh, Family Guy, oh, Comet, oh, Kool-Aid. And then he starts talking about Kool-Aid and where the saying, don't drink the Kool-Aid come from. I was like, I love Marquis. We're like on the same plane now. That's great.
And actually, I guess the people who listen to the show thought I was sane for a minute, so I'm not a liberal retard anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and apparently Colts aren't an exclusively white thing.
No?
See, and all this time, black people have been telling us white people are the only people that are fucking crazy.
Right?
Well, we're not going to stop that yet. All right?
Right? Not until you prove you're not crazy, right?
Yeah, you got to prove it to us first. There was actually an Islamic cult who moved from, I believe it was New York, down here to Georgia, and had a whole setup. But then he eventually evolved the cult from Islam to Egyptian gods worship.
So, like, the god of Ra and shit like that?
Yep. And then it come to find out that he was molesting and having sex with the boys and the little boys and girls in the cult, so they arrested him. He's doing like 130 years in jail or something like that.
Yeah, isn't that Muhammad, their prophet?
We're not going there.
Not
going. I'm not getting into ISIS bomb first. See, my full name is on this.
You said Islamic cult, and I just immediately thought of like 90%.
My full name is on this show. Okay, you guys are all under pseudonyms. I'm DV Recoil, so the Islams won't come get you.
Oh, no, they already tried.
Right? They already did that. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Yeah, they apparently tried to come after my dog too. She wanted y'all to know that.
It's actually not even his real name. His real name is Ralph Cramden.
Hey, god dang it. I'm not actually
days, Recoil.
Not actually black either. I am a white guy. I have a nice sophisticated accounting job here in Alabama.
Oh, that's the best white accent I've ever heard.
Gee golly willikers, you know it.
Oh my god.
You ever notice that though? Whenever a black comedian does the white guy voice, is always "Hello, everybody, I'm here." It's never.
It's always high pitched as fuck too, man. It's like somebody grabbed their nuts and yanked on them. Like,
every white guy to a black comedian is from the 50s. Hey there, honey.
Right? They always do the Warren Cleaver.
Well, it's the same way with white comedians and black voices. They're like, "What's up, baby? How you doing?"
Every single time, you got to be the smooth operator. So I just guess black men just have the soul gene in them, all of them.
That, or they're doing the gangster rap thing.
Very white. Every white man is Warren Cleaver.
Oh shit! Fucking hell! So I don't know what we're going to do this show. We don't have a guest because you assholes never give us any anymore, and apparently we scared them all off. And DV6, well, he just. He usually carries the show along, and he's not here tonight, so I don't know what we're going to do without him. What are we going to do? Oh, my God.
We can all ramble. We do.
Yeah.
I have my news.
Anyway, like I was saying earlier.
Have, like, 4 stories, so nothing major. And 2 of them are actually the same. Just different takes on the same thing.
Oh, so this time you're saying that it's different takes, but the last time you had the exact same article, but from two different places, it was two different articles.
No, that's not what I said at all that time. I said it's the same fucking story, just two different places. The headlines were different on that one, and I wanted to read both the headlines.
No, one headline put a spin on it, and the other did not.
Right.
Wait a minute. I don't have to do sound effects with my fucking mouth anymore. That was supposed to be for Recoil. It was a bit late.
Now his mouth is freed up for other things.
Yes, yes it is.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought,
Where the fuck is it? Would your fucking finger get that far away from the button already?
Actually, it is.
Another one. Another zinger. Boom, choo.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
I have a belt for each and every one of those children. Let's go again.
All right. Can you put a warthog on that thing?
Yeah, I can put just about anything on here.
That'd be my favorite. That'd be the best zinger. The first time I heard a real live warthog in action, I had no idea what the fuck I was hearing.
It's
I'm serious.
Are we talking the animal?
The
yes.
A-10. Like when they're firing over you, it sounds like a fucking medieval dinosaur or something. It's like,
yeah,
crazy.
It's not something you're expecting. At first, your heart jumps through your fucking throat, and then you're like, "Oh, it's that."
Holy shit! It's a flying machine gun. I love this thing. No wonder the fucking Marines have fought so long to keep it around, and the Army.
I don't blame them, man. I cannot blame them. That's a mother.
No, it's the best close air support there is.
Yep. That it is. Wonder if
you want to put fear in the enemy. Draw a real line in the sand.
What
not
would
an
happen?
Obama line in the sand?
Oh my God.
That was the real line in the sand. What are you talking about? Stop hating on my president.
Well, he just kept moving it. That's right.
What do you guys?
It was
this
a
line.
movable.
I'm serious this time. This line.
Right.
Wait. This one here. This line.
I've got a question. Since we're talking about the A-10, if the Red Baron was around with the Warthog, what do you think his fucking numbers would have been?
Well, the Warthog is not really a dogfighter.
But I mean, just think about it. If he'd had his hands on that motherfucker, what do you think he could have accomplished with it? Dogfighter or not, what do you think he could have accomplished with it?
Well, I think he could have killed a lot of Americans.
Okay, Recoil, in an imaginary fucking dimension here. We're talking outside fucking...
The Red Baron was like a fucking huge enemy.
Yeah, except we name a fucking pizza after him. He was an enemy, but we have an American pizza named after him.
With me for a minute. We are all Nazis, including Marquis, and Red Baron is our friend.
Recoil, are you forgetting the fact that we have an American frozen pizza named after the motherfucker? Like, come on. I'm not that far away here.
Right.
Oh my God. You know, funny enough, there were some Tuskegee airmen that said that his history actually influenced them, and I'm like, a Nazi influenced your dogfighting? Really?
Well, he wasn't really a Nazi. I mean, he served in World War One, so...
Right, and he was a Luftwaffe. Or no, he was prior to the Luftwaffe.
Yeah.
Yep.
But still, he was going down the road of Nazism.
That's why Red Baron Pizza always has a pork product on it. Look up
Take
this fact.
that, Islamics. If the FCC hasn't canceled us now.
Right.
This fact brought to you by Abraham Lincoln.
Right.
Hey, Oscar Mayer, we're still open to, you guys sponsoring us, and we playing Oscar Mayer winner. I mean, we're not against it at all.
Pretty sure no one from the Oscar Mayer Corporation is listening to us.
I'll send it to him. I'll fucking. You think I won't send this shit to him? I will send it to him. I'll be like, hey, we want some of your wiener advertisements. Do you mind? It would go great with our promotions that we have right now.
That's just like the time when NPR listening to us and they stopped.
Yeah.
We're like, just
what happened, NPR? What happened, NPR? You guys were all like, we want to do a show about you now. What happened? You guys don't love us anymore? What happened?
Well, probably because the very next episode we made fun of them in their sweater vests.
Yeah, like the entire episode.
Except I tell the chick that we made fun of them, and they're like, "We love it when people make fun of us," and I'm like, "Apparently not."
She did not say it like that. She was like, "Well, we love it when people make fun of us here at NPR. Your national public broadcasting station, and we are going to lose funding because of President Trump. But oh well, we still are going to talk like this because we're so enthused by our sound of our voice. It's just so soothing."
Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ. If you guys haven't already, use smile.amazon.com, make DV Farm your charity of choice when you check out. A portion of your shopping cart goes directly to the DV Farm. No hidden fees or extra cost. Again, that is smile.amazon.com, make DV Farm your charity of choice. I hate to, but we do need to take a break. But you guys will like what's up in the break if you're alive, because I love having this every morning, but we can't. Anyway, you're tuned into Barracks Talk right here on dvradio.net.
DV Radio.
You know them as Triceratops and Dependopotamuses.
Hey guys, this is Raven.
Hi guys, I'm Shrew.
The fuck is up? I'm Al.
I won't swear. We're swearing?
We're swearing.
But they're known to the DV radio community as
Not Another Military Spouse.
Airing every Friday, 1900, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on dvradio.net. Missed out on an episode of your favorite show on dvradio.net?
That's where all my anger is right there.
Head over to Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and many other podcast streamers. Search DV Radio and catch up today.
Say goodbye.
Radio.
Do you love bacon?
Yeah!
Do you like guns?
Yeah!
Mom, I want my cheesy boost. Yeah, god damn it.
Do you love America?
Damn right you do. You crazy bastards that keep freedom ringing need to get over to mydvstore.com now.
You're listening to WDVR on dvradio.net. And we're back to Barracks Talk right here on dvradio.net. WDVR. I am Boner Wood. We got Recoil. Marquis Davis is somewhere here, unless he went into the Trump-hating pond. And we also got Google. If you didn't know, PTSDog, Joaquin Watai, has a book. It's called PTSDog, Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, and the Service Dog. You can grab this book at Book Locker, which is his publisher, Barnes & Noble, or on Amazon. And from PTSDog himself, if you want to order the book from Amazon, please consider using smile.amazon.com and choosing DV Farm as your charity of choice. But please, we encourage you guys to go grab that today. I'm going to drop the links in chat right now. Again, that's Book Locker, Barnes & Noble, and Amazon. And the name of the book is PTSDog, Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, and the Service Dog. Whew, what a mouthful.
That's Book Locker, not Foot Locker.
Yeah, not Foot Locker. Are there any Foot Lockers even around?
Fuck, I don't know.
I remember
in malls.
Oh, see, we don't go to malls. That's normal people.
That second song sounded like White Zombie and Seven Dust had much less talented younger brothers that got together and formed a high school band.
They actually have some pretty good songs. I just picked that one because of earlier.
Whatever. I don't listen to any of that crap. I listen to Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald.
Wait, you didn't like Kevin Bacon and his brothers singing about Tom Petty's T-shirt?
Is it Yacht Rock? Because if it's not Yacht Rock, I don't like it.
The fuck is Yacht Rock?
Google it.
It sounds like some kind of STD that I do not want to get.
That's what you listen to when you're rolling through town in your donk.
Oh, that's right. The things that Marquis would know because he's from the ghetto. Gotcha.
When you have 42-inch wheels, it's really easy to hide 30-inch subs behind them.
I guarantee you Marquis got that on his car.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It's this new trending thing with the kids now. They play a stadium horn and they do. Apparently, it means something cool. I don't know.
It sounds like an angry wasp. you play that, and DV6 will be diving under the fucking table.
That's the one that got 6.
Well, since 6 isn't here, we got to do it. He's probably listening, going, "You motherfucker!"
No, he's fucking sleeping.
So he actually took it in the ass from this hornet?
No.
Oh.
Damn
I thought
it.
I heard that discussed earlier.
He got stung on his arm.
No, I had said that he got a shot in the ass on the post, and I guess everybody took it literally, but I said this is no joke, so I can understand why they took it literally.
Yeah, you would think, yeah.
Well, people asked in chat, they were like, "Did he get a tetanus shot?" And I'm like, "You'll find out soon enough."
when you follow something with "this is not a joke," typically people do take it literally.
Well, it wasn't a joke. He did have a medical emergency. He did get some medication. He did get a shot, i.e. the epinephrine. So, I mean, I didn't lie.
It's just one minor detail.
Well, I said shot in the ass. That could be, that's just general talkings. I mean, you want to get a shot in the ass today, boy. I mean, you really going to take that seriously? I mean, you probably think your head's going to get blown off by your next door neighbor's
I would if I
dad.
was going into prison.
Right? Good job. Good job.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Thank you, Oink, for listening to Not Another Military Spouse. I know a lot of you don't get to listen to it as it airs because it is 7 Eastern. That's 1900 for our military folk that know we have a 24-hour clock and 24 hours in a day. I apologize.
Really?
Except on Leap Day.
Except on Leap Day, yeah. We are trying to give more access to you guys and give you more control over when you listen to it. I know podcast is about as close as you can get, but we are trying to work on that. Marquis isn't. Marquis just asked me what he can do, and I'm like, "Can you do this?" "Yeah, when you want them on." I've not heard shit since about the Hodge twins.
I forgot.
What time would that be, Zulu?
Actually, I think it's like 4 a.m. I'm not joking. Because it's Zulu is nothing but UTC time. Oh.
Not UTI.
Not to be confused
with UTI.
Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Oh shit.
Oh man, that's like, hold on. Before we started even the show, Marquis told Recoil that Recoil needed to join his vet fishing group, and I'm like, that's F fishing, not PH fishing.
Right.
And I lied.
Are they all rednecks? Are they all rednecks, Marquis?
No, we have some darker toned people in the group.
Hey, I'm farmers.
I'm about to lose some teeth. I want to make sure I'm going to fit in.
It's farmers. That's why they're darker toned, Marquis.
Oh man.
I lied. I lied. It's I lied. Zulu time. It's not 4 a.m. It's like I think 11 p.m. There's like
what the
a 4-hour
11
difference.
p.m.
11 p.m. at night. Zulu time. You asked the show. Zulu time.
That's 2300 because we have a 24-hour clock.
Right.
Well, I'm telling the ones that don't know that we have 24 hours in a day. God. Jesus Christ.
Wait, hold on. There are people that don't know there are 24 hours in a day.
Apparently, they still say 11 o'clock at night, so...
I just think we have 12 hours twice.
Exactly. Well, a clock is right twice a day, apparently. So, unless you have a digital clock.
Yeah, even a broken clock.
Unless you have a digital clock. If you have a digital clock,
Look,
you're just shit out of luck.
The people who don't know that there are 24 hours in a day are the people who are donating to Kylie Jenner's GoFundMe page.
Now, has anybody ever actually seen a full dial clock that actually showed all 24 hours?
Oh my God, I have not.
I've got to Google this. I got to Google it.
I have, but it shows a ring of 1 through 12 and then 11 through 23.
I'm DV Recoil. We used sundials back in my day.
Right.
Well, you know.
Sundial doesn't work too good at night.
Oh, this is stupid.
4 score and 7 years ago.
These are stupid. So what they do is they put the 1 through 12 outside in big black letters, and on the inside in thin red letters, it's 13 through 24. I don't like that. Just do a big ass motherfucking clock with 24 fucking numbers on it.
Right? I want something on my wrist the size of a fucking dinner plate.
I mean, they already got the iWatch thing. I mean, they're pretty much going back in time anyway. I remember when phones we wanted them to be as small as possible. Now they're as big as a fucking tablet in your back pocket.
Right.
What?
Right. They were on their way. They were on their way to being worn as an earring.
Right? You remember
Of course, those are getting bigger now. Now you got to put a big enough hole through your ear to shove a dick through.
You remember on Lethal Weapon back in the 2000s when Joe Pesci was on there and they were talking about how small they were making phones, and he done this whole bit on they keep making them smaller so you lose them, so you have to go back and buy a better, more expensive phone, and then they're going to get it to where it's so small you can't even see it. Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Pesci, man, I love that motherfucker. He's a great fucking actor. Anyway.
So, listeners, tonight you have been listening to the Old Folks Hour here on dvradio.net, where we still want to connect to the operator. Operator, see? Operator.
All right, give me J11.
Oh, man.
Give me Westminster Street, operator.
BR 549. Fucking hee-haw. Remember that? Just call BR 549 and we'll get you a car today. Nobody knows who hee-haw is, really? I'm the only one.
I used to watch it with my grandparents.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Recoil. You and I talked how great that fucking show was.
It was great.
There weren't any black people on that show, so it was segregated, so we never watched it.
There was black people in that show.
There were.
There were no blacks on Hee-Haw.
Go look it up. There was quite a few special guest artists that they brought on that were black, and they were good.
Oh, special guests that they had to bring in through the back of the studio. Yeah, right.
They had to smuggle them in.
Did you know fucking Hee-Haw would take almost a whole year to actually record, and then they would put it together during that time? That's why they had a lot of the bloopers inside the actual show. They didn't record an episode altogether. They had to record it throughout the year. Yeah.
So very interesting.
1982, they added their first black permanent cast member on Hee-Haw.
Okay. You're crying. Why?
Because that was way after segregation had ended. 1982.
What was his job?
Janitor.
I call it fake news, people.
It was a farmer show.
I call it fake news, people. Fake news. Marquis is fake news.
Fake news.
I say.
I fucking love Junior, though. He was a slow guy, but when he read his fucking lines verbatim and never added any fucking emotion to it, it was fucking awesome. Anyway, I think we need to get off the hee-haw. Hee-haw!
60 minutes.
You know that's the only show that's never had a theme song? It's just had a sound effect for its opening.
Well, I remember when it was actually a news program and not liberal propaganda.
I remember when all media used to be worth watching. I remember when you would watch it just to see if a white Bronco was ever going to run off the side of a fucking freeway.
Do not joke about that, okay?
Mama, I want some orange juice while I watch the white Bronco.
That was a pivotal moment in African American history, and I will be talking about that in the next Marquis 31st.
I will have you know that was a black man who was unarmed and fled from the police and was not shot.
Right?
Well, he was going to speed limit, so didn't have any reason. All the tail lights were working.
While he was talking on a
on your taillight, son.
While he was, you know what? I'll never forget. He was talking on the mobile phone. You think about it. Back then, mobile phones fucking sucked. Yet he stayed on the phone most of that fucking chase. Where the fuck was his coverage? Like, who was his fucking provider?
He was in L.A. and the fucking the bag phone I had back in them days was basically like carrying around a fucking car battery.
You know, I was talking about car phones with somebody the other day. I think it was Al, because we were talking about GPS and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I remember when GPS, before it actually became a big thing, and it was mainly a rich folk thing, it was so big it couldn't really fit on your dash like it did, but it wasn't meant to be on your dash. And then we got onto car phones. I was like, car phones was nothing more than to look cool. I was like, they never worked. That's why people carried the bag phones. And she actually remembers having a bag phone, like somebody in her neighborhood or something. I was like, holy shit.
A bag phone or a bat phone?
Bag phone? I didn't say bag.
Bag phone, like the hobo down the street.
Those were some rich people
I have a
fucking
back
phones.
pocket phone.
Fucking Marquis, man. He's like, you can kill a pretty white girl and her friend, but don't have a taillight out.
I wasn't thinking of it like that, but listen,
See,
people, I want to do one
there.
quick public service announcement real quick. Okay? Since we're talking about the technology of the 80s and 90s and how big everything was, let's look at our technology now, okay? It's nice, slim, sleek. So if you don't believe in aliens, I want you right now to rethink that thought. Okay? Get your tinfoil hats out because they're real. Aliens are real. Look how fast things are nowadays. Look how quickly we can communicate with each other. Look how sleeker and more designed and more efficient our fighting and technology and weapons are. Aliens are real people.
But we still can't communicate with them.
Right.
You can.
I think Llama Lady might be part alien.
Oh my god. I think
Back to Llama Lady. Bring it full circle. Bring it full circle.
I think that's why that one llama looks like her. I think they got their genetics and they put it together, and that's what came of it. Llama Lady.
Shaz butt, nanu nanu.
Fucking Robin Williams.
That show was great. Mork and Mindy was great until they had a child and it was a grown man.
What?
No one remembers that on Mork and Mindy?
Until
The moment they ruined the show? Yeah.
And when the baby was born, the next season, it was a grown man.
I thought you said something else. My bad. You cut out on my end there for a second. Sorry.
Totally thought you said ingrown toenail. Yeah.
I really thought he said something else. That's why I was like, what? What happened? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You guys make me laugh.
We try.
We try. We do our best.
Jeez.
Get out of my mind, Google. I don't know what you did there.
Jesus Christ.
And I have my tinfoil cap on really tight right now. It's like, what are you doing? What kind of alien are you? How did you get through tinfoil?
You need to add some need to add some lead to it there, Marquis.
Like, get off of my cloud. Get into my car.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say.
Get out of my dream. Doom, 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 and into my car. Doom, doom, doom.
God. Sorry, I just saw this a tweet that someone had done that someone screenshotted it, and it says, "Remember, babes, there's nothing moral about work, and you have basic human rights to food, water, shelter, and healthcare, among other things, whether or not you work." I'm like, are you fucking ridiculous?
You don't have to.
Oh, man.
You have the basic human right to provide for yourself. How about that?
Yeah, right? Jesus Christ.
Women shouldn't work. They should be in the house raising the children and cooking dinner.
Right? Until they figure out, until our alien friends can help men become barefoot and pregnant.
There's no place for the woman in the workforce. She's just going to distract the hard-working men.
Yeah.
Those whores in there working.
They gonna think they can become president or something around here. I don't know what to say. I do declare.
God.
Well, that was shot down last time around.
I know, right?
Well, did you read that Maxine Waters is going to run in 2020? I cannot wait.
Oh shit! That's a sealed deal there.
I know we're going to have our first black president. It's going to be awesome.
You know what?
Man.
You know what I love? I'm glad you brought that up, Marquis, because I didn't know how to segue into it. I love all these people. If Trump runs and I know nobody else can win, I'ma run. Why the fuck ain't you running anyway if it's that important to you?
Yeah,
Why are you gonna run any other time? But if it's all right and somebody's gonna win, your ass ain't gonna run. What the fuck? You can't have it both ways. Either you want to run because you want to run, or you just want to make a mockery out of yourself and the rest of your fucking stolen money. I mean,
whoa there, buddy. That lobbyist money is not stolen. It is legitimately earned off the backs of Chinese workers and Mexican workers.
Right?
No, not at all. I'm sorry, kids. I know you guys work hard. You 5 and 6 year olds. I'll try to make sure you guys get some snack cups in the next supply drop.
Oh man, who was I talking to about this the other day? I was talking to one of my buddies. I can't remember who it was, about how, Trump promised to bring the manufacturing jobs back to the United States. And I said, look at Detroit. When the car manufacturers left Detroit, it became a bankrupt city. Yep. I said that's all because, for the name of profit for these corporations, we need to figure out a way to make them come back and make them stay. Or we won't sell their products in the United States because they're taking the jobs away to get cheaper labor. It's BS. So I'm waiting for President Trump to go ahead and initiate that because I want to see it happen.
Well, it's only the second year. It's not like he can do the shit overnight.
Oh, screw that. The first year is on the outgoing president. The second year is where you start doing things as the president and making your name and imprint on the United States.
Yeah,
before you are considered a lame duck.
He actually was more worried about the healthcare thing, which he pretty much fixed.
Right. Speaking of full circles, now we're back to the ducks.
You guys always get the good white bread. We always get the old soggy ass crust, assholes.
Like a sucker. It has no beginning and no end.
Quack for me, boy.
Google, you can go out there and make sure that the ducks aren't burning any crosses right now.
I can assure you that they are not.
You can assure me.
How can you
can assure me?
Sure?
They're sleeping.
They're not sleeping. They're plotting.
they're in the coop watching the Dukes of Hazzard.
They are building their crosses right now.
They're sleeping. Well, one of them, one of our,
they're wing carved crosses.
one of the black ducks is trying to be a mama duck. She sits on her eggs.
Hold on, so black people can't be mamas now? Oh, I'm done with this.
Right.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, Google.
She hasn't hatched any eggs yet.
Google.
It's at least 45 days that she has to sit on the egg.
Google. The correct verbiage is the black duck is shaking her tail feathers.
No, because she's sitting on the eggs.
Oh my God. There went that fucking
She
joke.
already shook her tail feathers.
Marquis got it. Jesus. You said she's trying to be a mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. That implies that she hasn't even gotten pregnant yet.
Well, we don't know if she has or not.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
she's a black duck. She has.
She's already got the paperwork filled out.
She already has her black duck father on child support. So
she has all 6 of them lined up for Mari.
Oh, that's not right. We take that back. It's not right.
Mr. Quacklet, you are the father.
And while we have Donald Trump ducks over there being spoon fed with silver spoons on the nice side of the pond.
Hey,
Won't be any time at all.
Put it to you this way. The black ducks have an actual duck house. The white ducks sleep outside.
Oh, Marquis, in
Ain't
your
got no
face.
roof over their head.
Oh.
That's the projects. Black ducks are in the projects. It's not better. The white ducks know that. That's why they're outside. Because they know that the shitty landlords, the scum landlords that own that duck house, they have no running water, they have no heat, they have no gas, they have rats everywhere, they poop everywhere, they have no running water, toiletry.
I was going to say, you might be right that there has been infection growing in that duck house.
See?
But we sterilized it. We sterilized it. Since we sterilized it, we have had no more issues with Bumble.
Google, are they on the edge of the pond that always floods, or are they on the good side where it's all dammed up and they ain't got to worry about water infiltrating their little habitat?
Which ones?
Oh, the ones in the projects, apparently.
Well, if we're talking about the black ducks that are always at the entrance to the pool, that's the side that floods.
So Marquis right. They in the fucking ghetto, yo.
It's so funny how we've given a backstory about race to ducklings in a pond.
Right. Well, you know it's not going to be long before all the white female ducks are going to start having little black duck babies.
It's like that meme it's like that meme that goes around. It's a white couple and their child is black and the dog looks back and it's like, David, you need to start asking questions.
DV Oink says they're setting up Section 8 duck housing.
And these are the days of our lives.
You know I have that Marquis.
Right? The little Asian ducks are sitting around counting all the money.
Jesus Christ.
The white ducks, they just walk around and they bully all the other ducks. Give me your money.
Yep, they kind of do.
Now, I want all the listeners to understand that this is a very, poignant conversation. Though we're using ducks, it does show that we all have differences. All right? The ducks represent humans and our differences of where we come from. Let me talk to you on my NPR voice so that way you don't get offended and call me a liberal douchebag or any of other names.
No, you're not a liberal douchebag. You're just a douchebag.
Fuck, man.
Oh man! Someone in radio chat asked if them ducks like watermelons and fried chicken.
They like fried duck.
That is cannibalism. We do not condone that within the black duck community.
No, we do not.
There are only white ducks that condone cannibalism, like Jeffrey Dahmer and.
You gotta leave that to those creepy ass cracker ducks.
It's funny. You know what's funny? The last duck that had Bumblefoot, she's finally back in the pond, but she started laying eggs like a week before she went back to the others, and so we can't eat her eggs because she was on antibiotics. And the guys were like, can we give her eggs to the other ducks? I'm like, no, because then they'll start eating themselves. Come on.
Hold on. You can't eat the eggs because the duck wasn't on antibiotics.
The duck was on antibiotics, and anything that a duck eats ends up in their eggs.
So they're just healthy eggs that you can use to get rid of your gonorrhea or your... Pass them off as miracle eggs, and you can sell them for days. Miracle eggs here, miracle eggs here.
So does that mean if you're like on antibiotics, you probably shouldn't get a blowjob?
Well, that might be different. Oh man. Too funny. Shit. STD eggs sold here.
Oh man, sell those at the corner market. I'm telling you, make a killing.
Right. STD bombs. These eggs will cure what ails you.
That's too funny.
I got eggs here to cure what ails you. I got eggs here.
Yes, Auntie, Tiny is back with the rest of the ducks. She was released on Tuesday.
Was Tiny the one with Bumblefoot?
And she was the third one with the Bumblefoot.
Is Tiny a white or black duck?
They were all black ducks.
I should have figured. I knew Tiny was a black name. She must be the smallest of the ducks.
She's probably the biggest
She
duck.
really is. The first 2 ducks that we brought in were over 4 pounds, and Tiny is under 3 pounds.
Tiny's
So
probably
there's
the
like
best fighter of the ducks, too. Most of the small black girls named Tiny can fight very well.
Well, till the Latina female ducks show up, and then it all goes to hell. They start talking really, really fast. Nobody knows what the fuck they're saying, and the next thing you know, there's shit flying everywhere.
And everybody's just agreeing. Yeah, okay, damn it, okay.
Right.
I saw an interesting story though of a Puerto Rican lady wearing a Puerto Rican shirt, and I guess a white dude was accosting her, telling her to go back to Puerto Rico because she's illegal. And
was she illegal?
No, she's from Puerto Rico. That's like a territory.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those videos, like some fucking backwoods redneck woman, like giving ladies hell. You go back where you came from.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ! People are out of fucking hand. It's insane.
People don't fucking understand anything.
I saw a video too of a white guy. He was an older guy. He was attacking a black lady for sitting down reading a book. And I was like, "Come on, man! You are of the greatest generation to ever be here in America. You know, why are you thinking like this? Is it the dementia? Is it Alzheimer's? What's going on here, buddy?"
That's what I'm going to blame it on when I get his age. Shit.
Well, you know, when I turn 80-something, I'm just going to say whatever I want to. No one's going to stop me. I'm just going to start pooping everywhere.
I do that already.
And throwing it at people.
Yeah.
See, I already do that already, except the throwing part, so I ain't got to worry about it.
He's only one step away.
Right? Oh, wait.
Most like I
can't...
didn't have to get to 80 for that.
Except I can't walk, so I ain't even got to take a step. I just fucking roll over.
So Google, what exactly is Bumblefoot?
Bumblefoot is
when a bumblebee comes along and the little duck is in the flowers and the bumblebee's like, "Get away from my flower," and the little duck's like, "No, I want the pollen," and the bumblebee's like, "I'ma get you," and the duck's like, "I bet you won't." So the bumblebee's like, "I told you," and then it stings its foot and it gets hurt, and it's like, "I got bumblefoot."
Well, all right then.
You done. You good?
I can keep going if you really want me to.
Well, the official name for Bumblefoot is pododermatitis.
God
but that's
damn.
What we call it. Right, that's why we call it Bumblefoot, because the other name is just like, yeah, too much.
That sounds like
Anyway.
something you get from potted meat. Pododermatitis.
It's similar to like a staph infection.
Oh, okay.
So people get staph infections. This is Bumblefoot is.
Well,
like
how do they actually get it? Like, is it something where it's just like a virus and they catch it, or is it where something like like a staph infection, they have a scrape or whatever, and something gets in it and it turns into that?
Yep, it's just like a staph infection. They cut their foot on something, we don't know what, and then it gets infected wherever it was getting infected at. But like I said, since we sterilized the duck house, we haven't had any more ducks with Bumble.
Dr. Marquis here. According to my research, bumblefoot on birds of prey or poultry or waterfowl is due to constant walking on hard, rough, or sharp surfaces. So you need to go out and put some sand around your farm there, DV Google.
Yeah, we got lots and lots and lots of fucking sand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
More sand, DV.
They're not hurting on sand.
Softer sand. Softer
sand.
When a couple weeks ago, actually, when we had all the kids visiting here, one of them found a piece of like a metal handle in the woods where the ducks like to hang out.
Oh, okay.
So we're wondering if that might be what they cut themselves on.
So it's almost
what you really need is a marshmallow beach.
So is it safe to say it's, although you did describe it as staph, is it safe to say that if they stepped on something metal like that, they could potentially get a type of tetanus. It's okay, Google. You don't have to think too hard.
I guess. I don't
Oh
fucking
my
know.
God.
It doesn't.
It was a simple question. You didn't have to think that long.
I guess. I don't know. But it can kill them. Bumblefoot. If it's left untreated.
Now, is it more for something that younger ducklings and poultry get, or is it something that any of them can get?
Any of them.
Gotcha.
Which kind of sucks.
Well,
It's
this
crazy.
has been riveting. We're talking Bumblefoot of ducks today on DV Radio.
I know, right? It's very very good.
Informative. Very informative here today. We're having a very informative show.
And actually, you know how like when we get an infection or whatever, like if we cut into it, it's all like pussy and stuff. With ducks, the infection, like
Excuse
this
me, did you say pussy or did you?
Yes, pussy.
Okay.
Pussy, not.
I know her very, very thick accent makes it difficult
to distinguish from putt and
infection,
poo.
It's not. So this infection, we had to like cut into the duck's feet and to get it out, and it's just like rock hard and gross looking. Like it's disgusting.
So the pussy foot is rock hard and gross looking.
Well, no, I'm saying like for people if we
People
have an
with
infection,
pussy foots.
No.
Quit pussyfooting around.
It might get rock hard and pussy.
You know what? Oh God! But we got all of the infections out, so that's up fast. And then put them on antibiotics and.
Tree Hugger pointed out that Donald Duck is white and Daffy Duck is black. Daffy Duck is probably one of my all-time favorite cartoon characters.
You're despicable.
Yeah.
You're despicable. I can't even do that without teeth. Damn.
I'm sorry.
You can date your cousin without teeth.
I can't do that without teeth. We're in the same boat, Recoil. We're in the same boat.
The Love Boat.
I have all 78 of my teeth.
You have all what?
78.
Oh.
He's part shark.
Yep.
I thought he said 7 or 8, and I'm like, you don't know how many teeth you have, really?
Well, he's a typical Georgian, right?
Oh, I'm a typical black Georgian. We have teeth.
No.
Only thing they let us keep.
Right, so white people are the ones without teeth.
So Marquis, just to be clear, when we Google how many teeth do people have, we should distinguish that black men have 78.
Yes. Make that distinction.
Sounds like some shit from Supernatural. Fucking Sam and Dean Winchester's coming after
Wikipedia
fucking
page.
Marquis.
Oh man!
Holy shit!
I am a renowned, professional. I have 3 doctorates in teeth. And
Marquis, antipsychotics question is: so Marquis has a pretty mouth?
Well, yes, I do. I mean, I wouldn't say it like that, but it is quite attractive.
I'm just
been
saying
told.
I'm just saying it the way she made it seem like she would say it in chat.
Well, you know, I've been told around the professional circles that I run in that my mouth is pretty, and I've taken that as a compliment. I don't look at that as a deterrent to having a pretty mouth.
So, is it safe to say that if mouth models, in air quotations, ever became a need, especially darker skin toned mouth models with a full set of teeth from Georgia ever needed to be needed, you would jump at that opportunity?
Well, I actually have extra teeth. That's why it's 78. But yes, I would jump at it.
Okay.
How do you have extra teeth? Whose teeth are you collecting?
Why are you asking?
Jesus.
I actually went to
Oh my God.
He started a really nice earlobe collection in Iraq.
I actually went to school with a kid. When they pulled their baby teeth, they grew back 2 sets of teeth in place of that one. It's a really rare condition, actually.
I don't think that that Marquis has that.
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen the man's mouth. I don't plan on it.
I know how to count, Google, okay? And I have 78 damn teeth. You stop questioning me.
What he's doing, Google, what Marquis doing is he's taking his tongue and he's double counting. That's what he's doing. He'll get to one, he's like, oh, no, that's not 1 tooth, that's 2 teeth, because there's a little hump in between. And he's probably counting them while he's eating.
Or he's counting his teeth, his wife's teeth, and all their kids' teeth.
Yeah, I don't think
that's about 2,000 teeth.
No, it's not. Not even close. What? She's gonna go try and do some math.
I mean, one of your kids doesn't even have any teeth.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. Because I took them to add to my 78.
Man, did you know? Do you guys know how much teeth from the Tooth Fairy costs now? Like the Tooth Fairy tooth exchange goes now? It's like $20 for a tooth. And I'm like, man, they'll be lucky to get 25 cents.
Damn, when I get mine taken out, I'm putting them under my pillow.
Right?
What fucking Tooth Fairy is giving out $20?
Apparently.
We don't believe in Teeth Fairy.
Teeth Fairy? Teeth Fairy? Really? Marquis, Teeth Fairy.
Well, if they invented the toothbrush up north, it would be called the teeth brush and not the toothbrush.
Hey, if your kids had 78 teeth, you wouldn't believe in a tooth fairy either.
Teeth Fairy, Recoil, Teeth Fairy.
Oh, man.
Does that mean you don't believe in the Booger Man either?
Nope, not at all. Not down here in our God-fearing South. We don't believe in none of that. No Santa Claus, no Easter Bunny, no turkeys, none of that. Not down here in the South. Not the Bible Belt. No way, no Santa, no how.
None of that there Satan Claus.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Marquis went to talking about cults that can kill you to, we don't believe in that shit down here.
Right?
To an all-fearing God that killed everything and said, please worship me. I love you.
See, so as you know, I am multicultural and I bilingual. I do know 2 languages, good English and bad English. So,
apparently you didn't know that good English there for a second. Good English?
Oh, man.
Sounded like you went underwater there for a minute. Good English? Like, fucking...
Oh.
Yeah, I think most of us know civilian English and military English.
Yeah, right?
You know, that's one of the things that grind my gears is people who are veterans or in the military that talk that way continually. It's like, damn it, just speak normal for 1 second. Don't give me the freaking knife hand. Don't talk about knife hands. Don't talk about front-leaning rest positions. Just talk to me in a simple conversation. For once.
You will sitting there having a sandwich together. So, Marquis, what's the sit rep?
Oh my God.
Oh,
like, well, I heard through the PNN.
Whenever Marquis comes up to my house, I'm so going to put him through that fucking shit the entire time he stays. I'm going to be like, hey, what's the 411? Everything.
Don't worry about it,
Marquis is just never going to go to your house.
No, I already got a 4856 written up. So don't worry about it. Gonna have that counseling on that ass.
If ever comes to my house, I'm going to hook up a loudspeaker and play Colors. Maybe stand out there, put the flag up and down.
Hey, you know what's great? You know what's great, Recoil? I've actually got a flagpole in my front fucking yard.
I do too, man.
Oh, man.
I got one of them ones that kind of hangs off the side of the house, but still.
Well, I've got one with concrete in the ground.
That's a great idea for here. We need a flagpole and a flag, and every morning.
And colors. Yeah. Can you imagine, like, you've been in my neighborhood, Google, you know.
Oh,
like,
man.
Can you imagine if I started blaring colors at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning before I go to the shop?
Your wife would even kill you.
Right.
Oh, man.
fucking Recoil out there like Bill Murray from Stripes. Then fucking Marquis just spending the night, comes out like John Candy and shit.
Oh, man.
Have you ever been on any of those details that have to raise the flag at your station?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I hated it. Why? Because you got to do it so fast. If you just a half a second slow, here comes the general walking downstairs. Hey, I was timing you guys, and you didn't shoot the cannon off at the right time. Like,
Right.
bruh, come on, man. I mean, give me a second here.
Right? It was, yeah.
And everyone always thought it was such a great honor to do that. I'm like, this is tedious. I got to be up here at 5 o'clock just to meet up with staff duty to get the flag. Then we got to get the gun, the powder for the cannon just to shoot that off at the right time. And then if it misfires, oh my God.
Then you fucked it all up.
That's why you have a potato gun on standby.
But that's not going to sound around the whole base.
It doesn't matter. The general will get knocked out.
Well, yeah, it's staff duty's always that fucking E5 that should have never made it past E2. And he's all fucking angry.
Yeah.
Sitting there in the morning.
No, so you mean Sergeant Davis? So that
was you.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, man. I just looked up to see what was going on in chat, and Tree Hugger said, "Can you order a cannon on Amazon?"
That's exactly what I seen right when I looked back at my screen.
I believe you can, as long as it's black powder.
Yeah.
If you need some firing pins for that cannon, I got like 4 of them that I stole when I left the Army.
You can actually
I have some souvenirs that
you can actually own a blunderbuss. I mean, as long as it's black powder, you can own just about anything.
Yeah.
And if you want to know how to make black powder, just go on the interwebs.
Interwebs.
That virtual reality thing them kids are into today.
But do not look up the Anarchist Cookbook, whatever you do.
Yeah, do not.
Right.
You can buy a mini cannon.
Hold on. I want to know now. Why shouldn't I look that up? I want to look it up. Why shouldn't I?
Like your pocket artillery mini cannon.
White people, tell me, why should I look up the Anarchist Cookbook? I want to know.
Well, if you're not already on the FBI hit list.
Instantly put on a watch list.
Yeah.
What watch list? They have a watch list for black people? See, I knew it. I freaking knew it.
Dick. Fucking dick.
Actually, I think that watch list is mostly for white people.
Oh my God. Well, if you guys won't, we'll hold it off right here. We'll come back with Google's junk that's in the news with her 4 articles, 2 of which are the same article apparently. Yeah, so technically she's only got 3 articles, but she doesn't want to tell you all that because she found another article that's going to even it out during her news.
Actually,
anyway.
I haven't, but I'll start looking.
Oh my God. Anyway, you are tuned in.
All these articles, I feel like we're playing strip poker.
You are tuned in to Barracks Talk here on WDVR, DVRadio.net. We'll be back with Google's junk that's in the news on the other side.
You've been hearing from me about my book for the past 2 years on DV Radio. Now you can order a copy of PTSDog, Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, and the Service Dog. Check it out on booklocker.com, barnesandnoble.com, and amazon.com. If you choose to purchase the book on Amazon, please consider using smile.amazon.com and picking the DV Farm as your charity of choice. Buy your copy of PTSDog, Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder, and the Service Dog today, only at booklocker.com, barnesandnoble.com, and amazon.com.
Okay, redo. I can't do it now.
Let's dubstep it up a little bit.
Number 2.
Remix.
Number 2.
Remix.
Number 2.
Remix.
Okay, redo.
Number 2.
Remix. That's what happens when you're reading.
Add a little spice to your life with the Scroll of Discussions right here on DVRadio.net, Wednesdays, 2000 ATM Eastern. Oh, yes.
Man, we should keep that one.
Let's get it on.
We've got some fresh beat for you.
The music.
Let's go.
You're listening to WTVR on DVRadio.net. By veterans, for veterans.
Simply made for you.
You big dummy. When the president lies, it's not called a lie. It's called executive privilege. I'm Fred G. Sanford, and the G is for Guadalcanal. Want to see my diary? Were you a veteran? That's right. Oh, did you see much action? Well, only on leave.
And now, it's time to find out what stupid junk is in the news.
All right, well, this week's edition of Stupid Junk That's in the News has been brought to you by DV Google. I don't actually sell anything, but hey, you know, it's always fun. We'll get right in on this. So, the Army has unveiled, if my fucking tabs would not, like, want to be special, the Army has unveiled their new 6-event physical fitness test to help ready troops for combat. The current test, as we all know, is called the Army Physical Fitness Test. It has 3 events, including push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. The new test will be the Army Combat Fitness Test, and it will have 6 events, including strength deadlift, standing power throw, hand release push-ups, sprint, drag, carry, leg tuck, and a 2-mile run.
So the Army is now having the Olympics.
Right. And the previous test standards, as we all know, were based on gender and age, and it took about 2 hours to complete. The new test will be age and gender neutral and will likely be based on job and or unit, and you only have 50 minutes as your maximum time to complete the test.
I love how the Army went from, let's see where you actually stand when it comes to PT, to, we're going to host their own U.S. Army Special Olympics today, and it's going to be from here now on. Fucking God.
Oh, man.
And honestly, people are saying it's going to be more strenuous on the body. I don't really see that because you're going to have to take a good break between those. You can't just, your body cannot, nobody's body can handle all that at once.
Nope.
There's no way.
Nope, it has your rest time between events as 2 minutes between the first 5 events and 5 minutes before the 2-mile run. And so the events, so you have the strength deadlift. And soldiers will perform 3 repetitions of deadlift at the heaviest weight they are capable of, between 120 and 420 pounds.
So you have to do a standing thrust and a bed lift. This sounds like a lot of fun.
the deadlift replicates picking up heavy equipment or a wounded comrade in combat. Then you've got the standing power throw, which soldiers will throw a 10-pound medicine ball backward as far as they can.
What does that represent?
That tests muscular explosive power, replicating aiding a fellow soldier over an obstacle or moving rapidly across uneven terrain.
You know what this is, right? This is one of those bright ideas that some officer came up with that's going to eventually fail like most of everything else.
What are the TDA courses for then? Why even have those? If you're doing this, why the fuck have a TDA course?
Well, you know.
Why do they call it the Army and not the leggy with like all the marching and running and shit?
Right?
You know what's funny though? Before I got out, we were doing testing for a CrossFit physical fitness test for the Army, and that was some bright idea that one of the generals had because he loved CrossFit, and he talked to his friends at the Pentagon, and they tried to make it a thing. And like everything else, they went back to the 2-mile run, the push-ups, and the sit-ups.
Like,
this is going to happen.
I need you boys to flip this bulldozer tire down the street.
Well, I'm still trying to figure this one out. The hand release push-up. Okay, it says soldiers will perform
Holy
as many.
shit! Now we have the standing thrust, the bed lift, and now the hand job.
So soldiers will perform as many hand release push-ups as possible in 2 minutes. In a hand release push-up, soldiers lift their hands and
Say that
arms
with a straight face.
Right?
from the ground at the bottom of the push-up. And I'm like, how the fuck do you lift everything off the ground unless the bottom of your push-up?
So I just seen a demonstration of it. You just got to lift your hands and shoulders up, and then you push yourself back up. So you go down, rest on your chest, hands and shoulders up, and you push back up.
Oh, the same thing they've been touting not to fucking do all of our fucking careers.
So now we're in the Korean army. Oh, you wreck a hand release?
Fuck, man.
That's $5 more.
This sounds like the worst. This honestly sounds like the worst intro to a porn movie I've ever fucking heard of.
I'm gonna tell you right now where this came from. This came from somebody complaining about, oh man, the push-ups are just too hard. I can't make 42 push-ups to pass a PT test.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, oh well, you do CrossFit, right? Yeah, I do. So you can do the hand release push-ups, right? Yeah. Oh well, let's just make that happen.
Yeah, right. So then there's the sprint drag carry, during which soldiers will twice sprint up and down a 25-meter lane, drag a 90-pound sled up and down the lane, and carry 2 40-pound kettlebell weights up and down the lane. The exercise are meant to simulate pulling a soldier to safety, moving quickly to cover or carrying gear.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the deadlift is fucking bullshit. Simulate and carry a soldier. Bullshit. You go fucking pick up a motherfucker that's down with all his fucking gear. And don't do it when he's up over something where you can just go lift him up and walk away. No, you pick that motherfucker up from the goddamn ground and put him in a fireman's carry and then fucking walk while you carry your own fucking shit. Oh my god, this is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard of.
While firing a weapon at targets.
Exactly.
So then you've got the leg tuck, which is just hanging from a pull-up bar, and lift your legs up and down, touching the knees or thighs to the elbows as many times as possible.
So now we've moved on to legs over the shoulders. This really is a bad porn.
Hold on. So how many events is it again?
6.
So it's 6 events. So you gotta do it within 50 minutes, right?
Yeah, so you get 2 minutes between each event and 5 minutes before the 2 miles.
So you not only have to use all of your NCOs to grade the soldiers, you also have to use another unit's NCOs to grade the soldiers. You got to get it done within 50 minutes.
So
all of these events.
So with all this stuff going on, what happens if you don't make it to 50 minutes?
Everybody fails. Everybody fails and everybody relieves the duty.
No.
Release the call.
Release is called.
What is the average 2 mile run? What's the average 2 mile run for, like, what is that? 14 minutes?
For males, it's like 14, and for females, it's like, what, I don't know, 35 minutes or something.
Okay, so you're already looking. Well, in actuality, you're looking at 15 to 20 minutes of a run already. Okay, you've got a 5-minute break. That's already fucking 25 minutes right fucking there. So you've got, 40-some minutes to get all this shit done before your fucking run.
Well, you only have 50 minutes, so you have 25 minutes. So the thing is, so you have your total rest time is 2, 4, 6, 8. Your total rest time is 13 minutes.
There's no fucking way. Absolutely not. Unless you're fucking hammering shit out.
And you finish everything with the 2 mile run. So you do all of these events, and then you rest for a total of 5 minutes before you do your 2 mile run, which will slow your time by at least 45 seconds.
I want to see the steroid Lou Ferrigno motherfucking Hulk bashing dipshit that fucking done the test for this to say, oh, we can do this in 50 minutes. Yeah, cool. We can do that.
You know what units do when they say that they need someone to come test out these new APFT standards, right? You know what they send their best and strongest and fastest person. They never send the guy that's like, they don't 10 pounds overweight.
They don't send average. They don't send your average Joe that's going to do a PT test.
So for this one, It says the new fitness test will be designed to be age and gender neutral. That does not mean every soldier in the Army will be required to achieve the same base scores.
So how the fuck do you have an average of passing? You have to have a base score for something. You have to. You have to have a control.
No, bro.
Technically,
you gotta
yes,
live your best life now.
But so the study will begin in October. As to whether certain military occupational specialties will get like certain scores, but like infantrymen or cannon crew members, funny we're talking about cannons again, are the ones that should have higher test score standards than others.
And what happened to everyone's an infantryman first?
Yeah. What happened to what Recoil just said, and the military, no matter what, you're all treated the same, and you're all on the same wavelength.
So the army is officially moving towards everyone gets a trophy.
Oh, when those 88 mites got kidnapped and abducted in Iraq and showed that they couldn't shoot, they didn't know how to clear a jam out of their rifle. They didn't know how to. That's kind of what made this transition start to begin with.
But this still
that was a failure of their command to ensure that they were properly trained and mission ready.
Well, Army Major Rick Montcalm, the deputy director of Army's Modern War Institute at West Point, said,
West Point. Oh boy, let's all fucking shake.
Described the new test as much more intensive and agreed that this test would better assess soldiers' abilities to fight.
Yeah, it's going to be more intensive because you got to do the shit in 50 minutes or fucking less.
Right.
Let's look at the Navy real quick, okay? The Navy, you take a test on your particular MOS and job to get promoted. Let's look at the Air Force. You take a particular test on your MOS and job to know that you can do it and you can perform in it and do your duty to get promoted. Let's look at the Army. You stand in front of a board of old first sergeants and sergeant majors and you recite anthems and ARs and creeds to get promoted to the next level.
You
don't know your job. You don't know how to fucking load a cannon. You don't know how to clear a jam. You don't know what sports is, but yet and still you can recite a creed. So yeah, you could be an NCO. You know your job.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah. I always thought the Army's promotions were fucking stupid. Yeah. If you're a jock, you can be promoted. It doesn't matter if you're the dumbest motherfucker in the entire unit. But that one guy that's a fucking smart motherfucker and a logistical and tactical genius, but has trouble with the fucking run, does a million push-ups and sit-ups, but is a little bit slow on the run, he's not getting promoted.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Honestly, I'd rather have someone slow on the run and knows what the fuck they're doing and ready to go and do whatever the fuck is asked of them or not asked of them and help a brother or sister that's down than dipshit over here who fucking eats fucking steroids for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and can fucking ace the APFT. Like, go fuck yourself, guy. Like,
yeah. Well, it's gonna cost quite a bit of money. Right now they're looking to outfit each Army battalion with 15 sets of the gear needed, which includes the medicine balls, the bar and weights for deadlifts, the pull-up bars, weight sleds, and kettlebells.
They have fucking gyms on the fucking. What the fuck?
But that's separate from each individual Army battalion. So the initial cost is expected to be around $30 million.
Again, this is some officer's idea. It's going to look great on their OER. They're probably going to get a Army Commendation Medal for it, a Bronze Star for this. That's just the way it rolls. So, and then the Sergeant Major who allowed this to happen has no backbone. I'm saying it right here. The Sergeant Major that allowed this to happen has no backbone.
I got to piggyback off of what Marquis said and Recoil said, talking about the good and the smart and this shit and that. It's always the good officers that can't get anywhere in the military, and it's always these dipshit motherfuckers like this right here that are the ones making these fucking decisions, and we're sitting here going, why do I have to run into lava and go get your fucking truck out of there because you were a dumbass?
Right.
I mean, that's basically what's happening.
Instead of spending money on developing new equipment such as better body protection, better armor, better helmets, we're going to spend $30 million on physical fitment equipment for a new PT test.
Because if we tell you to bust your ass, we're going to hurt your feelings.
Well, and that doesn't include, so Montcalm, he's for and against it at the same time, but he wrote, that's a big budget pill to swallow after almost 4 decades of a nearly cost-free physical fitness assessment. And it also doesn't address associated costs of equipment replacement over time or potentially reconfiguring on-base fitness facilities to allow soldiers to train for these new tasks.
Well, look at Bragg. Bragg's fucking exercise and gyms are fucking horrid. And I can only imagine what some of these other look like and what their equipment is fucking demolished into, because you got some drunk-ass motherfucker that comes in the next morning, I'm going to see what I can lift. I'm going to bend the bar. Because that's what, drunk motherfuckers do. I mean, that's going to be more than $30 million, I guarantee it. And some of them are going to have facilities built just to house the equipment, because like you said, according where you're at and what battalion, some of them don't have a actual facility dedicated to weight and gyms.
Yep. Well, they're gonna start their study on this in October, and it'll last for a year, and they'll start by beginning to train soldiers in 60 battalions across.
You know what else is funny? My brother-in-law, as we know, was in the Navy.
I can't believe we spent half an hour on that. I'm sorry, I said I can't believe we spent half an hour on the first article.
I know, right?
I asked my brother-in-law, I said, hey man, what time do y'all get up for PT in the morning? He said, get up for PT. He said, we got to be to work at 7:30. He said, that's about it. He said, we do PT on our own. He's in the Navy. Jesus. The Army is like the only force that you got to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go run at 6 o'clock in the morning to be to work at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, because you got slack asses that don't want to do shit and always fail their tests.
And that's when they get an Article 15 and get kicked out.
I hear you. Well, these events that were chosen are designed to mimic actions that soldiers regularly perform in combat situations. So that's where all this is coming from.
So
and it's gender neutral. So the standards will differ depending on your job.
Some of these things, what fucking MOS are these people that these are things that they normally do while in performance of their mission?
But I never had to, I'm sorry, but I was an administrative specialist. I sat behind a desk. I mean, we got shot at, but you know what I mean?
You never did 500 laps around your desk?
No.
Oh.
Had to pull your S1 officer across the floor?
No. I would have left him to die anyway. Well, I would have left the CO to die.
Right.
I would have left the CO to die, sorry.
Marquis is like, I'll mute my mic. We ain't going there.
Next story.
But she would have recovered the body like a hero.
I found him under the desk during the earthquake. I don't know what happened. I don't know why there were bullet wounds in his chest.
There was a dust storm. There was a bunch of people speaking foreign languages. I don't know.
Well, Marquis, I'm glad you said that he'll get a Bronze Star and not a Purple Heart, because, there's someone in Congress who wants to give Peter Strzok a Purple Heart.
For what?
I don't know. We're getting fired from the FBI, I guess.
Jesus.
I was like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Congressman Cohen from Tennessee, I think. He told Peter Strzok he wanted to give him a Purple Heart, and he deserves one. I'm like, oh, okay. Sure.
What the fuck?
Yes. I'm like, wow. That's just kind of sad. Now, moving right along. So, there's some things that are being banned and just removed from places. So, Southwest Airlines, they will be removing all peanuts from their flights.
All what?
Not the peanuts. That will begin on August 1st.
I know
They'll
why.
Stop serving.
Sorry.
What?
I said, I know why. Sorry.
Because people have peanut allergies.
Yeah, that's why I know why.
Yeah. So, they will have other types of snacks, but other airlines have already removed peanuts from their flights as a courtesy to those with allergies. And I'm like, Well, then you might as well start removing all this stuff because there's just no food anymore on the flights.
You know what?
No food.
You know what's going to happen?
Bring your own snacks.
You know what's going to happen, right? Some dickwad's going to bring a shit ton of peanuts and smear it all over his body, and someone with allergies is going to fucking get a whiff of his fucking scent, or sit down beside him and fucking go in an anaphylactic shot when they go and take off.
Well, Southwest flyers must now be content with free pretzels or free cookies on longer flights. I'm sorry, but I know people that are allergic to have like gluten allergies. So offering
oh my god, I'm not going down the gluten
and free cookies is not very considerate of their allergies.
I am not going down this fucking gluten allergy bullshit with you again. Next fucking story.
Oh my god. No, but it is actually an actual thing. For a lot of people.
They weren't allergic to gluten in the 1910s or the 1820s. We only started getting allergic to glutens in 2010.
If you can eat meat, you're not fucking allergic to gluten.
No, it depends on what kind of meat you're eating.
Oh
and if you know you have a peanut allergy, don't take the peanuts on the plate.
I know, that's my theory.
Marquis says, if you know you have a penis allergy, don't take the penis.
Just take the spermicide to the side of it.
Now, on the other hand, so California started this whole banning plastic straw things.
Oh my god, this shit right here.
So California started it, then Massachusetts followed it, and now Starbucks has decided to stop using disposable plastic straws by 2020.
That's a lie.
You know what? Fuck Massachusetts. Massachusetts is like California East.
I know, right? They really are.
Oh, fuck.
So instead, Starbucks, which has more than 28,000 stores worldwide, will use recyclable strawless lids on most of its iced drinks. Oh my god.
Oh, so there's going to be a bunch of fucking people walking around with sippy cup lattes.
Not only that, I heard that some places are wanting to move over to metal straws, and I'm like, yeah, I want to drink a drink with a metal straw in it while I'm driving. That way when I fucking hit the brakes and the straw goes to the back of my fucking brain, I can sue the fuck out of your ass.
Right. Well,
I think we should use bamboo straws.
The exception to the no straw rule for Starbucks will be the Frappuccino, and that one will have a straw made from either paper or compostable plastic. And actually, studies have shown that sippy cups are worse for our teeth. So your strawless lid is actually going to be worse for your teeth than the straw is.
So when are we going to go back to the time when we didn't care about animals, we just ate them?
Right?
Oh man!
Me hungry.
Meanwhile, in Hawaii, Hawaii has banned sunscreen on their beaches. You cannot use sunscreen on Hawaii's beach.
Finally, a way to get white people from out of Hawaii. Let's go Hawaii.
Because there's something in the sunscreen that kills the coral reefs.
Yeah, it's called chemical fucking agents made in a goddamn lab.
Black folks don't use sunscreen. Native Hawaiians don't use sunscreen. Mexicans don't use sunscreen. Trying to figure out a pattern here. These people are all melanin. We have melanin.
Marquis like, you fucking crackers are going to either ripen or you're going to leave the island.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus. Speaking of leaving the island, I got to bug out.
All right, brother. It was great having you on tonight. Hey, do you want to do your little Barracks forum rant really quick?
I'll do an expedient version of it. If you haven't already, head over to DV6 That's DVBarracks.com. That's our forum to get you off of Facebook, away from the prying eyes of friends, family, and coworkers. You can go over there and you can create an account using either your email or your Facebook login. Once you have an account created, go to the top right-hand corner of the screen, click on your profile. You can change your profile picture to any picture you want to use. You can change your name to any call sign you want to use, and you are free to use the forum in anonymity. That would, one last time, be dvbarracks.com.
dvbarracks.com. Go now, Recoil told you. Is there any last words you'd like for our listeners to hear, Recoil?
Well, as always, be safe and keep looking out for each other, fuckers. And my besties here will finish the show. Have a wonderful evening.
Night, brother.
You are not my bestie.
It's because I'm white, isn't it?
Probably. I got to look into it.
All right. Well, at least you're honest. All right, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down to the neighbor's house. We're having a good cross burning. I'll talk to you all later.
Just like those white ducks.
Night, brother. All right, Google, your next news article.
Actually, I'm all set. I'm done. Although I am currently watching a video of a squirrel eating a condom. It's kind of hilarious.
What the fuck? No.
Oh man.
No.
Somebody banned sunscreen on the beaches of Hawaii.
No.
Oh man. I'm just...
No. No. Fuck. Now I gotta work the rest of the night to get that fucking image out of my goddamn fucking head. Oh my god.
It's pretty hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Fuck. A squirrel eating a condom.
And with that, I'm done for tonight.
I don't know what else to do. I mean, we got Google giggling over here, so I can't say anything. And then on top of that, I'm trying to get this fucking image out of my goddamn head.
I don't know what to say after a squirrel eating condom.
Pornhub, here I come. What do you say after that? Like,
oh man.
I think that's illegal in like 30 states.
Oh, dude, I think it's illegal even in fucking Islamic states. Holy shit.
Oh, goodness.
When you thought you heard it all, come to dvradio.net. Barracks Talk, 2100, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on Saturdays. Fuck,
okay, I think I'm good.
We're what?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, Oink said, Google, don't pee yourself.
I know, I saw that.
Well, there went that hope, Oink. You just blew that one out of the water.
Oh, man.
Anyway, yes. DB forum, dvbarracks.com, as Recoil said. If you missed it at 2025, 8:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we did have the Marquis Dirty 30. Marquis, you want to go down really quick, 10 seconds or less, and then we'll finish the show.
Hey, this is Marquis Davis here. You can follow me on Facebook at DV Marquis. You can follow me on Twitter at Marquis A. Davis1. You can email the show at LemonCharlieRadioShow@gmail.com. I have not changed because I do not want to and I don't care to. You all have a good night. I love you so much. Good night.
And we will have that new Marquis Dirty 30 up on podcast within the next few days. There is not a new PTSDog show tomorrow, but if you missed it last week, please tune in tomorrow night, 2000, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He speaks with Dawn and Josh.
Hold on. Google is on World Star Hip Hop. Oh my God.
No. I found it. Someone shared it on Facebook.
World Star,
so I did a quick Google search and I found the video. And I posted
hey, you know what's great about this chat room? I can see every motherfucker that clicks on that goddamn link. So if any of you sick mofos click on it, I'll know it. Ha! Yeah. Do it. I know what you guys are going to masturbate tonight.
It looks like a used condom. It's just eating the inside of it. What the hell?
I'm trying to end the show here, and we just keep talking about this goddamn squirrel eating a condom. It's got a future in porn, obviously.
I'm sorry, I had to. It was too good not to share with others.
Well, just for Google.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Anyway, if you haven't already, go to YouTube, Dysfunctional Veterans DB Radio. The same with Facebook, Dysfunctional Veterans and DB Radio. Keep updated with merchandise coming out, memes, just random shit that we throw up on the page. And sometimes we tell you about the DV Farm events, upcoming events, donation, fundraisers is what I should say. Fundraisers that's in the works, birthday fundraisers. If you guys want to do that, we will share that if we see them. We can't share everybody's DV Farm fundraiser, so don't get mad at us if we don't. I think that's all on that spectrum. iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Podbean. There's also a post on DB Radio and Dysfunctional Veterans. Go over there and be sure you answer that poll. It's asking if you listen to our shows the majority of the time when they air, or if you listen to them on podcasts. And if you do listen to them on podcasts, please let us know what platform you're using. A lot of analytical bullshit is happening, so it's hard for us to get like hard, firm data right now. So please go fill that poll out. It'll take you 2 fucking seconds, or however long it takes you to fucking chicken peck on your phone or whatever the fuck your platform you're using. Anyway, Twitter, DV_DV Radio. Some of you hate what I fucking tweet out. It's my opinion. It's not DV. So go fuck yourself. If that hurts your feelings, it's the internet. Hello. What'd you expect? I think that's it on my end. Don't forget, dbradio.net/schedule. You can see all the shows broken down and see when they air. Good stuff like that. If you want to be a guest, please let us know. info@dbradio.net, or click on the More tab and either click Sponsors or Be a Guest and fill it out the way it says. That's the best I can say. Marquis, do you have anything for us tonight before we go? You gotta unmute there, Marquis. Marquis.
I think he's still watching that squirrel.
He's probably got some lotion out, too. So, Google, do you have anything for us tonight?
I don't think so.
Well, since Marquis has obviously grabbed the tissues and watched that squirrel eating a fucking condom on World Star, I guess that's it for tonight. For Recoil, who had to shade out early, DV6, who is recuperating from getting stung by a hornet because he didn't want to come on the show. Marquis Davis, Google, I am Boner Wood. You just heard Barracks Talk right here on WDVR, DVRadio.net. Until next time, Bucksicles, bye-bye!
Hit us up on Facebook and Twitter.
That's all, folks. Goodbye, motherfucker!
DV Radio.